go. Ease into the throttle. Oh wow. Yeah, it's starting to feel like my other builds now. What is going on, guys? It is Dude Moto coming back at you with another video. And as you can see, I've already modded my Aniioki A8 Pro Max. Right now we're just doing some testing. This is my first time on the bike. I finished it around 3 a.m. last night or in the morning, and so now we're gonna see how it performs. Getting out here was like a mile from my house. I did feel more torque, but the top speed was still around 30 miles per hour. So I got to tweak the Fardriver a little bit. I want to go at least 40 miles per hour, and if I can't get that, I'm going to be taking this whole rear system off with the display, and I'm going to be slapping another Fardriver on there. And I might upgrade that battery to a 60 volt most likely. It just depends, because this needs to go at least 45 miles per hour. The rear motor is 1500 watt, peaks at 1900. The front motor is 1000 watt. I'm not sure what it peaks at. I am pushing it pretty hard right now. Let me show y'all. Another thing is I gotta fix my front brake because it didn't fit with the motor. All right, so I currently have it set at 35 amps. Let me just go ahead and boost that up to 40. I had it at 30. I didn't like it. Let's see. Rated power, let's do 2500. Trying to remember what I have it set on my other bike, because it's really good on my other bike. I turned the weak response off. I can't remember what the real name for that is. I got it on. I changed the weak character from echo to fast, and it was already like that, but getting out here I had changed it. Let's do this, because I gotta be able to ride with traffic, guys. If this is going to be my workhorse, I have to be able to get up to speed quickly. All right, and then after 5500 RPMs, I'm going to start dropping it down. It is supposed to rain today, so I might have to end this session early. And it started raining yesterday, but then I wanted to slap this motor on here. So it is a different motor, so I had to cut a lot, but I like that it's weatherproof. It screws in kind of like the stock motor, so that is actually better. I didn't like it at first because I had bought everything else to go with the other kind of kit I had, but this is fine. I'm cool with that. All right, so we're at 56 volts already. Wow, we done lost a volt. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, guys. All right, well, the power feels good, and once I get a straightaway and I can see far off into the distance, I'll do a pull. But for right now, we're just gonna keep it light because I don't want to scare anybody on these blind corners. But she feels a lot better. It's just the top speed right now. Trying to get the top speed to be closer to 40 or over 40, not closer to 40. I need over 40. I need at least 45. Oh yeah, going up this hill is nothing. I only have a 15 watt battery on here right now, but I'll probably change that to a 60 volt. I'm thinking about putting a tank battery on here that's 26 amps. That'll be almost double the capacity that I have on here right now as far as my front motor, and that way I don't have to worry too much about you know, running out of my power. These brakes do kind of make a lot of noise. All right, let's give it a little pull. All right, we're at 23, 26. 28. Yeah, it's not doing over 30 yet. So yeah, that's not good enough. I need more power. But this will be a test run. This will definitely be a test run. I'm really surprised that I can't get over 30. Let's try it again. Okay. Oh, the speedometer is stopping at 28, but I'm actually going 33. Okay, so I got it up to 33, but the display is saying, got to change that. But yeah, I can already tell this battery's not going to be able to perform like I need it to. So we'll just run some tests today, and then I'll upgrade the battery to the 60 volt. I'm gonna just take it off my red bike. It's all good. Because I really like the Aniioki platform. I like that it has a rear rack installed, and then I can add another, what do you call it, like a battery. Not a battery, I'm tripping. I like that it has a rear rack installed, and then I can just put a platform on there for my second bag. I want to do it very similar to Eddie Benitez. He has this set up, and I like that. I like his setup a lot. He has a humongous bag. I told him, I was like, damn bro, you can fit a person in there. I mean, it's such a big bag that he has. Alright, let's see where we at. Or not where we're at. So I'm taking this vitamin. It's supposed to be a 10-day cleanse, and it is making me extremely irritable, man. I mean, golly, I don't like this feeling. I don't like getting aggravated at everything. So oh man, the pulling power is definitely a lot better. It's a lot better. I'm gonna have to tighten up that grip. You know, I got my tools, and I actually put some liners in the front wheel. I already had them in the rear wheel. Oh no, I didn't. No, I don't. This isn't that bike, but I did when I converted it to an all-wheel drive. I went ahead and did that. Man, this brake is so loud. Gosh, it's so loud like that. Let me double check, make sure ain't nothing came loose on me. Dang, bro, why are you so loud? Why you so loud, bruh? All right, we're gonna do a dig from here. 3, 2, 1, go. Ease into the throttle. Oh wow, yeah, it's starting to feel like my other builds now. Oh yeah, love that, love that. Just got to get that top speed up. I have a 2000 watt motor. I just don't know, like, because it's for the rear rear wheel. I mean, I could just slap that on and call it a day, but I'm trying to give the Aniioki build a, you know, more of a just trying to give it a chance, man, before I start, you know, putting the dude moto touches on it. I mean, I already did, but I only did half the bike. I would like to see this rear motor do a little bit better. And because, I mean, the only thing I'm really losing, if you think about it, is the display. And honestly, it's just a basic display. There's nothing fancy on it, and I don't really care about displays like that. I use my phone more anyway. I'll lose the pedal assist. I don't care about pedal assist. That's not something I'm a big fan of. In fact, I'd rather have a bike that doesn't have pedal assist, because sometimes, like, I almost got thrown off the bike because I had forgot about pedal assist, and I was fixing my helmet and I just slightly rotated the crank and it shot off, and I was like, oh shoot, you know. And so for that reason, I don't really prefer pedal assist. I just, yeah, I don't pedal that much anyway as it is, and this bike is definitely not built to pedal. Maybe if you're a shorter rider, but me having long legs, it's not comfortable to pedal, man. And I lifted the seat up, and the higher you get, for some reason, it's like you gotta open your legs to pedal, and it just feels so awkward and unnatural. So you know, they say that the geared hubs have more torque than the direct drives, but in my experience, I experienced the exact opposite. Like, let me show you. Full throttle. That's what and it's in 5. Now, let me show you. This is now the motor I put on, which is a direct drive. It has no gears. Look, I'm easing into it, and it's way more power. It actually jolts at the beginning of the power, but yeah, so I don't know where that comes from. Every motor that I've experienced as far as geared hub motors are weak as hell. They like ease into the power. So I don't know where that whole thing comes from. I like direct drives all the way around. I like their power delivery. I like their top end speed. I like that they don't get as hot. You're able to overvolt them, or what is it called? Basically, you can push them harder, right? So I'm a little bit nervous on putting a Fardriver on this motor because I don't want to mess it up. I know on my Ridstar, when I put the Fardriver on that motor, it started making all kind of funky noises. So I'll probably end up just swapping this motor out for a 2000 watt motor like I did my other builds, and go from there. But yep, all right, across the street. Oh yeah, way better. All right, here we go. So we get up to 33 again. So the top speed really didn't change much. It's just how fast we get there. Let's try it again. Yeah, 33 is our top. I needed to go 40 plus. So I'm gonna swap the battery out for a 60-volt battery when I get home today, and we'll do a couple more tests and see if that does it. If I still can't hit 45, well guys, that's gonna be it for the Aniioki kit. I'm taking that off. I'm gonna have to put my own kit on there. I'm gonna put the dude moto kit on here because I gotta be able to get up to speed, man. I can't afford to be out here and, you know, barely going over 30 miles per hour, man. Another thing that was kind of weird is so this side of the dropout was fine. I was able to get that all the way in and get the torque anchor thing that comes on the bike. I really like that, by the way. That looks really secure, feels really secure. But on this side, it was like lopsided, and so when I had it on the way it's supposed to go, the whole tire was leaning, and I was like, what the heck? I didn't notice until I put everything together, and then I look at the front, I'm taking pictures, I'm like, wait a minute, that's crooked. So I had to adjust that, and then that's when I realized that one side of the dropout has to go down. But the good thing is I was able to put a, okay, so I don't know what they're doing. Bro, what are you doing? Why you wait? You wait, you look at me in your side mirror, and then I start going and you go, what a fucking, I swear, man, people are weird. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the app on. I actually forgot to turn the app on. Hopefully I don't need to take a picture. Alright, we're good. No picture was needed. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to tighten up this. Check the Fardriver, see how we're doing on battery. Alright, we're at 55. This battery dies at I have it set up to die at 44. Alright, I'm gonna push it a little more. 45 now. 45. Alright. I'm gonna leave the 130 right there. It's really just a top speed, man. Let's do 55. Yeah, let's do 5500. Let's see if that changes anything. The max speed is, it's already up there. And that was actually done by auto learn. Oh, and I don't know if y'all remember me talking about, I have two high-powered Fardrivers. They're actually 80 amp 260 max phase amps. Well, when I put it on my bigger bike, I didn't run auto learn, and I went out and I thought it was messed up, so I didn't use it. So last night when I put this motor on, I didn't run auto learn at first, and it wouldn't really engage. As soon as I ran auto learn, everything fixed. So those Fardrivers are good. I just have to run auto learn. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was being lazy because on that bike I have to flip it upside down. It's too heavy to hold and like hold in air, because this one I was able to hold in the air and do auto learn, you know. But when I got done, it almost dug into my hand. Even with the towel, it was still digging in. Okay, let's do 42. Let's do 42. Let's say. Alright, let's do 42. response. Let's do rated power. Let's push it to 3000. Save that. And that's really all I ever changed, guys. So these are the parameters I changed, right? The max line current is set at 45. The max phase current is set at 130. Let's boost that to 135. Let's boost that to 135. I turned off the weak response. I have the weak character at 0 to fast. Let's do throttle. I'm gonna turn that down though, 128. Just because I don't want it to like pull too hard when I barely push it. I want it to ease into the power a little bit, but I still want to get to the top speed. So I don't want to change that. All right. What else? There's one other thing. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I had closed it. Close it. All right, let's do 5500. All right. Okay. All right, we're gonna do a little speed run. Go back to the Strava app. Here we go. Okay, so that helped a little bit. I got up to 34 miles per hour, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. All right, so I feel a little more confident riding in the street. Yeah, so now when I go home, I'm gonna swap out the battery. I'm gonna put a 60 volt on here and we'll see how she does. I mean, if anything, I can always put two 60 volts. I can put one at the top, one at the bottom, and we'll have, oh my gosh, we'll have over 100 amp hours on this bike. Straight. Let's see how we get across the street today. Yep, look at that. I couldn't do this yesterday. Oh, I couldn't do that yesterday. Let's go. Heck yeah. Yup. So definitely got the takeoff power I need. It's just the top speed. And that actually comes from changing out the battery, the voltage. So with a 52 volt, and well, it matters about the BMS as well. And this BMS isn't that strong for one battery. I think it's 50 BMS. And yeah, so when you have batteries in parallel, you can combine the BMSs. Just like the amp hours, you combine them. You don't combine the voltage, but you do combine the BMS and you combine the amp hours. So you're able to push it a little bit harder. And when you have batteries in parallel, everything just works so much more efficient. I mean, y'all seen when I was on the Fardriver app how much battery I wasted already, and I haven't even been out here that long. So we've already wasted 4 volts on this battery. It's only a 15 amp hour. So like I said, this is a test. I'm not keeping this. It would be nice to keep it like this because it looks good on the setup, but I don't know, that tank battery might look even better. You know, it has that motorcycle appearance, and this already looks like a hog. How you doing? But we'll see. We'll do that. Let's do full throttle with just the Aniioki motor. This is full throttle, and once it stops going up, I'm gonna hit the front throttle. So we're at 28, 29. All right, so 29 was what it started slowing down at. Yeah, man, I'm so glad these brakes are good. Yep, taking a picture of the finished product. I used to do that too. As soon as you get done with the lawn, take a picture, post it on your page. That was when I was working with my buddy, but he didn't see the vision, man. He was playing around with it. Shoot, I was doing all the marketing for that. Oh shoot, he's way up there. All right, we'll sit right here for a second. All right. Oh. But yeah, as y'all can see, I still gotta finish weatherproofing the wires. But I mean, overall it looks pretty good. You can tell it's not stock anymore, but it looks pretty good. I had to put my brake right there temporarily until I get a Dremel. Let's see. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good, man. And you know me, I always like to customize my bikes, my cars, everything. Make it feel like my own. So I got 119 miles before I got on to modding this bike. I waited 500 on my other bikes. I did 500 miles stock, and then I started modding it. But that was because I was still learning, so I had to wait. But man, she looks good.